Good evening. Please turn off all your phones. Welcome to the Wednesday, June 7th, 2023 regular meeting of the Eureka Springs Historic District Commission. I am Peter Graham. I'm the Vice Chair. Will you please establish roll call?
Judy Holden.
Frank Green.
Maggie Haid.
And Peter Graham, all present. We have a quorum for business. The Eureka Springs Historic District Commission is empowered by the Eureka Springs Municipal Code to issue a certificate of appropriateness for alterations of exterior architectural features, demolition, and new construction within the boundaries of the Eureka Springs Historic District. The HDC uses the Eureka Springs Historic District Guidelines and the U.S. Department of Interior Standards of Rehabilitation of Historic Buildings as the basis for our decisions. The Commission can take the following actions on an application: approval with modifications, denial, deferral for more information. Appeal of denial may be made to the Circuit Court. Public comments will be heard on each agenda item as it is called. Other public comments will be heard during the public comment period. Approval of an application does not excuse the applicant or owner from compliance with any other appeal codes, ordinances, or policies of the City of Eureka Springs. Are there any changes or additions to tonight's agenda? Okay, nothing new, nothing removed. May I have a motion to approve the agenda as planned?
So moved.
Second.
All right. So we have no old business tonight. Okay, so we'll make a vote. May I have a motion to vote for the approval of the meeting?
We already got the motion. Just go ahead and call for all in favor.
All in favor for the agenda as proposed? Aye.
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 Okay. All righty. So old business, there's no old business. New business, we have a level 3 application. That is going to be 137 North Main. Do I read the whole description?
So I'll go ahead and do the staff report. Is that, yeah. 137 North Main is looking for a certificate of appropriateness for demolition of an ancillary structure that is on the property. They're also looking for to install parking bollards. The application does include an application for tree removal, but that's something that HDC doesn't look at. So we'll just look at the demolition and the parking bollard installation. The history of this property, there's a lot unknown. The ancillary building on the property is not contributing to the Eureka Springs Historic District. There are existing stone retaining walls on site. Proposed alterations include demolition of the ancillary structure and installation of parking bollards on the south side of the property line. Let's see. In evaluating the request for the alterations at 137 North Main, staff makes the following findings of fact. The subject property contains a deteriorated non-historic ancillary structure that is non-contributing to the historic district. It has been deemed unsafe for life and safety by the city building official. There are no guidelines that address parking bollards. They have been used as early as the 16th century, but there is an existing iron fence along the southern property line. And although the tree removal generally does not require HDC approval, they do pose a threat to the existing historic retaining wall. Proposed alterations align with the standards and guidelines. Staff does recommend approval of the agenda item for demolition, but suggests recommendations or modifications for the parking bollards.
I move that the Historic District Commission issue a certificate of appropriateness for the work at 137 North Main as proposed or amended.
A second.
So we can call Lynn now.
Okay. So the property owner, Lynn Spencer, for public comments, if you would like to make a comment.
Oh, Lynn, if you would introduce yourself and give your address.
Okay, my name is Lynn Spencer. I just bought the property, I think in April on 137 North Main, and I currently live in Olive Branch, Mississippi at 9956 Victor Drive South.
Thank you. If there's any discussion or any questions.
Are there any questions for the owner or any public comments about the property or work proposed?
I didn't catch that.
He's asking for discussion or public comments on the application. And I do have a letter that has been asked to be read into the public record. City of Eureka Springs, Department of Planning and Community Development, 44 South Main Street, Eureka Springs, Arkansas. Attention, Kyle Palmer, Director. Please include this response to your May 15th letter referencing a Level 3 application filed for property located at 137 North Main Street. I have no objection to the demolition of the small building sited on the property. I do have an issue with the installation of steel or plastic parking bollards. No one has been parking on the property, but I understand the concern of liability. The creek is an effective barrier to most of the property frontage. The removal of the concrete bridge, which has deteriorated to the point of collapsing, would be the best solution, as liability would remain as long as the bridge exists.
Actually, I'm sorry. Somebody has been parking at the south end of my property, right off the concrete driveway. They're taking the neighbor's driveway.
Yeah, let me go ahead and finish this letter, and then
Oh, okay.
yeah, we can discuss that.
Sorry.
No, you're okay. Less costly stones or logs could be used to block access. These could be easily removed or even reused and have a more natural look. There is a concern with ground disturbing along the creek wall. In addition to the non-harmonious bollards, years of water flow with no maintenance from property owners, the city or state have resulted in undermining of the creek wall stones. In many places, the base stones have washed out, leaving no support. There has already been a small blowout in the wall over 15 feet where the state drove a signpost in near the wall within 50 feet of the proposed location. Only one need look at the loss of historic stone wall near the train station to see the destructive power of water on a wall. I have spoken to 5 property owners within 200 feet who are opposed to the bollard idea due to the above factors, and that's from Ken Fogo, 150 North Main Street.
Lynn Spencer, can you hear me?
Yeah.
My question is, what material and what color are the bollards going to be for the parking, and how many are there going to be?
I was going to have them be black metal. I want them powder coated. And as far as the style goes, whatever the city wants there is fine. It looks to me like there used to be a fence there, and whoever put gravel on my lot and is parking there tore down the neighbor's fence. They had a black, it was a black metal fence a while back.
Has there, Lynn, has there been any potential options to use, let's say, boulders instead of metal bollards?
Did you say boulders?
Boulders, like a big rock?
Yeah, that'd be fine. Yeah, I hadn't even thought of that one, but yeah, I can put some boulders there.
Okay.
And I think that would take care of it. Put some big ones.
Okay. All right. Is it okay to make an approval modification then?
If anybody else has any comments or questions.
I think, Peter, you asked the question I wanted to find out about. Peter asked the question that I wanted to find out about putting rocks or large boulders there first.
So with that being said, I would like to make a motion to make an approval with modification on the application, which would mean that the only thing that would change, so we would be approving of the removal of the auxiliary building and the tree removal, and then the parking bollard would just be potentially using rocks, boulders, instead of the metal bollards, if possible. Is that okay?
Maybe 1 second.
I'll second.
Okay. So all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All right. So that means 4 yeses, and there's only 4 of us, so there's no nos. So that motion passes.
Lynn,
Yeah.
so I don't know if you heard that, but they did approve the demolition, and they asked you to modify the parking bollards to something like stone or something more natural. If that works for you, I can get a certificate of appropriateness out to you tomorrow morning in the email.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. As a matter of fact, I like that better.
Okay, excellent. Yeah,
I just never thought of it.
yeah, I will get that modified certificate of appropriateness signed and over to you tomorrow morning.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Do I need to do anything else?
No, you're welcome to hang up now if you have nothing else.
Okay, all
Lynn,
right.
thank
Thank
you.
you very much.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Lynn.
Thank you, Lynn.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so moving on, that was our only new business, which was a level 3. The administrative approvals by the city historic preservation officer for minor impact projects are located online. Those are level 2s and level 3s. We're moving on to commissioner business. The first one today would be welcome our new historic district commissioner, Frank Green.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you so much. And then we're going to make 2 approvals of minutes, one for April 19th regular meeting and the approval of minutes for May 17th regular meeting.
I'll have to recuse myself because I wasn't here.
That's okay. So we don't have enough to take a vote, and we can postpone that to
We'll
next.
have to put
Okay.
that on the next agenda.
So we're going to have to move commissioner business 2 and 3 to next historic district meeting, which would be Wednesday, June 21st, June 21st, 2023, so that we reach quorum. Commissioner business 4, just a reminder, Main Street Eureka Springs Commissioner Training is July 14th from 4:30 to 5:30. We encourage, all the members to be able to attend that. Next meeting will be June 21st, level 3 applications due Thursday, June 8th. Level 2 applications due Wednesday, June 14th. And then the last commissioner business on tonight's agenda would be the agenda setting for June 21st, 2023 regular meeting. Okay. Do we have anything? Or should I just continue?
Yeah, if you want
So-
to ask for agenda setting for the next meeting.
Okay, I'd make a motion to agenda set for June 21st, 2023 regular meeting.
If anybody has anything that they'd like to add.
Any additions to next meeting? No? No? Okay. Let's move on to public comments. Do we have any public comments out there? Busy crowd tonight. Okay. Let's move on to commissioner comments. Any commissioner comments?
I'd like to send some prayers. We had some news about one of the business people, about Mr. Kolb, Teresa's husband, Steve, who's not doing well and was rushed to the hospital at the beginning of the week. And I'd like to send him well wishes and hope he recovers and gets home soon.
Any comments?
Welcome, Frank Green. It's been a long time since you've been up here.
10 years.
Welcome the experience.
But I served for 15 before that.
So rejoining us here up on Historic District Commission. There we go.
Welcome.
Yeah, welcome.
you.
My
Thanks for the
comments would be just
experience.
welcome Frank Green.
Thank you.
Welcome to the commissioner again. And I just want to say thank you to the community. We're all working together. It seems like it's going to be a very productive season. We got 4th of July coming up pretty soon, so that should be exciting. And then I think that's it for commissioner comments. So could I get a motion for adjournment?
I move that we adjourn the meeting.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right, meeting adjourned.
Shortest meeting in the history of HDC.
Is it?
I just got all my butterflies out on the heat,